The Toronto Sceptres lost 6 players to the expansion teams this offseason, but they made some big trades on draft night. Here's what happened and why. The 2025 PWHL expansion draft and free agency period changed rosters across the league. Toronto was hit particularly hard, and after 2 straight first-round playoff exits, they knew they needed a new approach by draft night. Let's look at what happened. Remember, Sarah Nurse, their number 1 center, signed with Vancouver during the open signing period. Then Julia Gosling, Megan Carter, and Izzy Daniel, their first 3 draft picks, were taken in the expansion draft. In regular free agency, the losses continued. Hannah Miller, who had 24 points in 29 games and was their second leading scorer behind only Daryl Watts, signed in her hometown of Vancouver. Then they lost Haley Skimura to Montreal. 6 players total.
There's no scenario where we're happy after that expansion draft. Obviously, losing those 4 athletes is a big hit to our roster. From a depth perspective, we were somewhat equipped for handling potential expansion.
So, what do you do when you lose 6 key players? Toronto's answer on draft night was to make some strategic moves. One factor was addressing their goaltending situation. They traded Kristen Campbell, their goaltender of the year, to Vancouver, along with the 19th pick for the 16th and 23rd picks. This didn't surprise anybody who watched the playoff series against Minnesota. Their relationship had soured to the point Toronto was looking to mutually terminate Campbell's contract. It's known that Campbell had been mentally struggling with confidence and went through hot and cold periods in both seasons of the PWHL so far. They even retained salary to make the trade work. Then came the blockbuster. They traded the 3rd overall pick plus their 27th pick to New York for Ella Shelton. Now, New York used that 3rd pick on Casey O'Brien, a dynamic scorer who set Wisconsin's career points record, but Toronto got something else entirely. Ella Shelton has 37 points in 48 career games, including 15 goals and 22 assists. That's .77 points per game from the blue line, and she's coming home to Ontario.
To be in Toronto again, I'm excited to be close to home. My support system's like only an hour and a half down the street, so I think that's a nice change for me too. So I'm just excited to be a part of it.
Moving her and having the opportunity to pick again in the 2nd round gave us more courage to give up our 1st round pick, to go after a D where you possibly were thinking forward if you look at our lineup. But the 2 picks in the 2nd round gave us the courage of going, this is the right choice for us. And Ella is definitely going to be a huge part of our lineup here moving forward.
While teams like Montreal focused on attracting free agents and did it well, and New York prioritized offense with their picks, Toronto went a different route. They made a key trade to acquire Shelton and address their goaltending situation. The signing of free agent Elaine Chuli of the Montreal Victoire gives them a strong goaltending duo with sophomore Reagan Kirk. Kingsbury also signed 2 other members of the Victoire, Claire Dalton, a hometown player who's a great depth producer, and Claire DeGeorge, who was part of Montreal's pesky 4th line, if you remember. Here's a look also at the outgoing players. With the Olympics coming up, Noemi Neubauerova decided to go back to the Swiss League for more playing time, and Laura Kluge and Rylan McKinnon were signed by the Boston Fleet. Then goaltender CJ Jackson is moving out west to join Seattle. So here's where we stand. Toronto lost 11 players, but kept 5 draft picks and gained the league's most productive defender. In essence, they retained salary to move that award-winning goalie and then use the draft capital to land Shelton. But here's the big question. Did these moves actually make them better? Can Ella Shelton, Chuli, Dalton, and DeGeorge and 5 rookies replace what they lost? And what happens when Natalie Spooner, with a full offseason of training, gets back to full form after her ACL recovery? That's what we're breaking down next time. Be sure to drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, that helps us so much. And subscribe if you're not already, because part 2's coming up.